there, everybody. This is going to be a group reading for water signs. So if you are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this one is for you. Now, if you haven't been to one of my group readings before, please understand that not all messages are going to resonate for you. That is okay. And please, if you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to do readings for you. And if you're looking for a personal reading, please contact me through my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And now is a great time to get a reading because I'm having the Peaceful Days discount on, so you can get your reading at a discounted price. I'm using the Earth Magic cards today, one of my favorite decks. Love it, it's so beautiful. Okay, water signs. What do we need to learn for love? Water signs. What do we need to learn for love? My water signs. What do we need to learn about love right here? Ooh. Oh dear. Okay. So, okay, I had this card come up. Actually, I had two of these cards come up for the fire signs. But where love is concerned, you water signs. Now, it's interesting that fire comes up for a water sign reading on love. But what this is talking about here, water signs, is with your love energy. Sometimes you can be really intense. Sometimes you love really hard, and that's definitely a water sign type characteristic because you are very emotional and very romantic at times. But this can also talk about, for instance, if you start something off too hot, it can either fizzle out or maybe you get blinded by the light, so to speak, of the beautiful things that you enjoy and being passionate, but there also needs to be balance as well. And this is what leads me up to the current situation with your love, okay? Now we've got the fire, but we've also got some dark waters here, okay? Tsunami and wake-up call. So for you water signs that this resonates for, what tsunami and wake-up call really can represent is, let's just say, some sudden and dramatic events showing up in your near future or in your situation right now that is making you feel unstable, that is making you feel overwhelmed and emotional, because certainly if we have this amount of water, you're going to be emotionally overwhelmed. There is either some changes on the horizon or a completion of a cycle that's coming up. So whether that is for you in terms of monitoring your emotions, or whether that's with another individual that you're with right now, it's definitely something that is on the table right now. And in terms of the future for you and your love and what you need to learn here, full moon and completion. So when I'm looking at the evolution of these cards, it actually tells a little bit of a story for me, water signs. So this might be a specific message, okay, but if it resonates or parts of it resonate, then it might be for you. Because sometimes when you start things off too quickly, it can get really heavy or like we talked about, overwhelming, etc. There might be questions of emotional stability, meaning like, how do I feel in the moment? But sometimes this can lead to either an early ending or a change of a cycle very, very quickly, okay? So I think where you need to learn with regards to the love piece here is to take your time and to really watch your emotional state as you move forward on things and keep your eyes on the prize. You have to monitor your emotions and but you also have to keep your head on straight as well, okay? So I know that's definitely a heavy message for some of you water signs, but you are so emotional and you are so loving. So when you love deeply. I get it. So what do we need to learn in life? Okay, wow, that's something that kind of jumped out for fire signs as well, huh? You know, in the last few weeks, there has been like a correlation between the fire and the water signs. So there very well might be some fire and water out there that is, okay, is that a card? That was weird. There very well might be a fire and a water sign, you know, confliction out there. And hey, that's okay, because if the cards talk, the cards talk. All right, what else do the water signs need to learn about life right now? Here. Okay. So, water signs, what you need to learn about life. It looks like in the past and coming forward, things have been looking pretty good for you, been feeling good about your life and your position. You might have been having some new successes coming into your life and feeling like, you know what, I'm starting to see where I need to go. I'm starting to, you know, get some momentum here. But I don't know if you guys have come up with some sort of snag in your happiness, because I have DNA and karma showing up here. And what this means for me is that you might be in the middle of, like, you know, the fork in the road right now and trying to figure out what is, sorry, I'm always having kitten interruptions over here. You might be kind of stuck in the crossroads and trying to figure out, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And with this card, there is a lot of lessons learned type messages, okay? So this is really looking at, what have you been working on? What was good? And if something is going off track, is there a reason why? Is there because you have gone down into some patterns that you're used to going down, and now all of a sudden you're seeing the same sort of things happen? Sorry, I'm having kitten problems. Okay, get down, Brina. Get down. Go on. Don't take the cards with you. Oh dear. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, sorry, friends. But yeah, I feel like, you know, sometimes when you say, how come this always keeps happening to me? Sometimes it's because you're not recognizing the patterns that you are in and what you were helping to create for yourselves. So what does this mean in terms of how you can kind of realign yourself? Childhood and innocence. It's time to go back to the times where you feel happiest, calmest. Now, this also can mean that there could be some family karma showing up as well, okay? Do you have some stuff from your childhood that you haven't fully healed yet? Do you have some issues? And again, a lot of the stuff that's happening right now is forcing us to slow down, to look at the inner turmoil, to look at the inner trauma, and to do some healing work. So you very well might have some childhood stuff that you need to heal from, my water signs, okay? So definite life lesson. Don't repeat patterns, okay? You have to learn from our mistakes. Okay, what about their career? What's going on for water signs and career? What do we need to learn? What do we need to learn? Wow. All right. Wind and activation. You guys have been taking some action, right? Okay. So there is some information here. There's definitely movement and stuff going on, but definitely messages that we don't understand what's going to come, and probably because of what's going on outside of us right now with COVID-19 and all that. So past, wind and activation, you got the wheels running and turning. You have either been putting your nose to the grindstone and trying to impress someone, trying to go for new jobs, trying to bring new ideas and things into your job and be successful at it, okay? So good for you, water signs. That's fantastic. But where are you at right now? I don't know. Fog and veiled. I'm not sure what's going to happen at this point. There was some stability here, but I'm not sure if it's totally stable. Water signs, keep the faith, okay? You are being guided by the sun, and the sun has shown up for you already, okay? So keep going. Keep the faith, all right? Now, in terms of what's coming up in the future, things might slow down for you in the future, okay? So I have iceberg and submerged, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel where this is concerned for me as well, because with iceberg and submerged, sometimes we don't see all of the picture, okay? So even though you might not know, when am I going to go back to work? What is this going to look like, etc., please know and understand, don't put any negative energy on this quite yet, because we don't know exactly how it's going to go, all right? So continue to think positive, okay? For example, if that's going back to work, then put happy feelings surrounding that and really try to look at that information moving forward, okay? And please, as a beautiful reminder, please don't feel emotionally heavy during these times of uncertainty. So, so important, okay? Because if we want to move forward through all of this feeling happy and being happy at the end of this, then we are also in charge of our frequency throughout the process. Friends, one more, okay? Now, let's do one more, wow, overall energy here for our water signs, because I did this for the fire signs. I don't want to leave you out, no way, okay? What do we have? One more message here? That's a lot of messages, actually. Yes. Water signs, medicine guardian, okay? Be open to healing. All right, that's definitely for you guys, especially with all the water stuff coming up here. And yeah, that's definitely for you guys. Being open to healing information not only talks about your emotional stuff, it could be physical stuff, but here, autumn, we have changes coming up for you, okay? Change is required. Is something holding you back? You need to release the past and move forward. Positive change, transformation, that's definitely the crow message there. So water signs, there is some work that you need to do, but you are up for the task because you are a strong sign. So please keep your heart steady and keep your eyes on the prize. If you like this reading, please don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to reading for you again.